Yo, can you hear me now? What's going on, folks? I'm gonna be a little clicky real quick right here. I'm gonna make sure I got everything going correctly. I think I do. A little bit late. I think I do. A little bit late. But I do. So, anyways, good evening. How's everybody doing? Anyways, good evening. How's everybody doing? There we go. Had to mute it back. Didn't hit it. Me, I'm doing pretty good. I've had a really good day. I worked a long shift on a weekend. A little tired, but I got a good rest afterwards, so real solid day. Um, so if you know, you know, this month is June, and some cool cats like me like to participate in, well, at least try to. It's actually be a joint sometimes, but we're gonna do June Tune on this sketch pad, on the sketch cast, because I think it's going to be pretty interesting to try to get back to that level of consistency while I'm ringing in my rebrand, my personal rebrand. Excuse me. But anyways, so on Instagram, you can type in if you want to do it with me. We're going to do June Tune. And we can get the prompts for each day. Oops. I didn't want to do a video. Anyways, the page is called Hero Artist, and that's where you can get the prompt from. Let me see if I can get it. There it is. Without making too much noise. Like I said, a little ill prepared, but here we are. Oh, Google the prompt. They killing me. It is June 1st, right, folks? Yep. There we go. Whew, found it. Good Lord. The topic for the day, outside of doing June Tune, actually, since I had a long haul there with this social media, is going to be social media. I am going to start using Instagram a little bit more often and do a little bit different things with my identity as an artist and what I can bring to the table as far as being a consistent figure in my community and within a business, and just take it to a level to where you can say one thing about what you're good at, but applying it, is those necessary steps. For me here, that's also going to mean a lot of like mental health steps and some physical care steps. So, yeah, I got quite the journey ahead. Is going to be completely different than the past, but it's still all toward the goal because that's what it be like sometimes. So I'm gonna post the prompt list on the page, and I'm gonna save it here. But today, the prompt is echo. All right. So my challenge. Excuse my chicken scratch. I'm gonna do this. I'm probably gonna do every day. I'm gonna figure out how I'm gonna share it with y'all every day, but I'm definitely gonna do Sundays. I might do some build up or whatnot, whatever. But I'm gonna do four. Wow, I'm gonna do four sketches, 4 different sketches. Just create images of something concerning the word echo. You could visualize an echo. You could, well, duh, but I mean, just like try to make a physical echo. Anything that reminds you of echo. I think I might shoot for a mountain range, and ooh, okay, I got it. Anyways, so I'm gonna start. I got 2 or 4, and I'll come up with some more here soon. Ooh, and y'all, I had a song in mind for this week. Let's see if I can run it back, but I don't remember at the time at the moment. So, anyways, let's get started. So, I'm gonna just do it like so. We talking social media today, folks. I'm going to be looking at some different ways to take advantage of social media rather than be a victim of doom scrolling. I got a pretty bad habit of just letting the sit and scroll get the best of me and take up time. The couch be real cozy and comfortable. But I'm also noticing within myself just like kind of some things that I could be doing better for myself as a daddy, as an artist, as a future husband. You know, really trying to take the reins on piloting, getting this stuff. You know, just speaking of being on the type of time that's going to get us toward the bigger house, the potential plot of land, the 4-wheelers we want, all that extra shit. Well, house ain't even extra shit, but it's just like priorities. So it's like, it's time to start flexing that. And doing a podcast on a weekly basis, while I've gotten to the point to where I can take the time that I need to take to do it, I would need to take more time to make it more effective. And yeah, it's a lot going on. So what I need to learn at this point in time is what it is I'm going to do in order to ooh shit, that is not a straight line. Anyways, what I'm going to do in order to take advantage of the things that I have in front of me, because it's quite possible, folks. Like don't think me being like down about where I'm at. Like, I know what I do. I'm the only one that can really sit up there and either be honest or lie to myself about what it is that I do and how I apply it, you know? And sometimes that's the hard part. Sometimes I have the part that, you know, you be beating yourself up about shit. But being that most artists are headed toward the social media joint, it's time for me. Well, not even headed there. I mean, that's the way they get shit out. It's time for me to take advantage rather than, you know, changing my mind from doom scrolling to applying this stuff toward getting things that can monetize this podcast, my art page, just whatever, you know. So One thing I stayed away from when I was much younger, when it started to pop, was Instagram, because I'm not a very vain. Well, okay, I'm not gonna say Instagram is for the vain people, but if you think about the big, what, 3 or 4 social media platforms that were out, Instagram had the most vanity involved. I didn't do the selfies. I didn't really take. I did pictures just because social media was the thing, but I was watching videos and talking like back and forth. I did way more Facebook and Twitter than I did, and there's plenty of vanity on Facebook too, or all of them have their respected amounts. But the whole selfie thing kind of just steered me away from Instagram. We'll put it that way. But now that I see what it's become, as far as doing things for the sake of business and for the sake of networking and communication, which I suck at. Or how about this? I say I'm not even a big fan of it. I'm not even that bad at it. I just don't like it. Um, but ooh, this will be a good time to use my pens, huh? Let's get some markers out. I haven't done this in a while. That's a good thing about Juneteenth. I don't really use a lot of ink, but this is always makes me kind of. I started out doing cartoons and shit, so it's great. Excuse me. But do it just. So the goal here is to just be creative, come up with cool concepts of the things that remind you, the prompts, what the prompts remind you of, and just practice thinking outside the box. This will help me a lot when I kind of burst on the scene as far as maintaining practice and like getting actual likes and stuff. And that should have been my goal, my green light for understanding what consistency on Instagram does, but it just, yeah, it wasn't there. Grab my marker. No, yeah, I swear when it comes to like getting the cues and stuff, I am not that guy. But whatever. I'll meet you there. I had some fun. I forgot I should mention. Did I tell y'all about my collaboration playlist I did with the front steps and the support system sound check? Check that out on Spotify. I'll drop the link for that too. I got a lot of things that I really need to start sharing with y'all, and that's what I mean by like doing a podcast and being on social media about it and actually sharing. I'm actually doing stuff, but I don't like talking about myself. The best of the people around me know that, but so when it comes to like making posts and stuff, I even feel weird like talking in the third person on the Facebook and using. Ooh, let me make sure that's the right tense. Third person, first person, whatever. But I don't know. Just when it came to like the job interviews and talking about myself and blah 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 blah, a lot of times like I'll be pissing my friends off because when I start talking about myself, it sounds like a sob story. But you know, I I am hard on myself, and for a long time I was a lot more hard on myself than I am now. But it's something I gotta give up and get together, because I mean, I saw a post at one point in my life that said if being hard on yourself worked, it would have worked by now. So there's that. Something to consider. But either way, just working on putting myself out there. Not even necessarily my face, but even if it's like a somewhat ghost account, maintaining the identity and letting people letting people see what you got, what you're doing, why you're doing it, if you're going to keep doing it. And, I had no anticipation of stopping this. We might say slow down a little bit, because some other things in my life do need a little bit more of my attention. A little bit more critical at this point. But man, I'm gonna say openly, I'm kind of having a hard time putting it all in one spot. So that's gonna be my goal for this rebrand, my goal for this new way of living, just really sitting down, taking the time, and since I don't even remember last weekend doing sketching, and I'm getting that build up, which is great. I need to understand that this actually does happen to me, when I kind of am not working on anything artistically, it's cool, because it can't be the forefront of my life. That's just not the way my life is set up anymore. So I have to give myself grace as far as what it is that I'm really doing, and the care that is involved with what it is that I'm doing, the care that I have to take. Shit's important, man. But it's also possible. So, no excuses. You hear me? But, yeah. Let's see, that's about number one. I'm like, let's see if I can do this. And right here, as far as the sketch goes, practicing with layers of these markers is a real thing. And that helps out a lot. When I first did my first picture fully with these, I think, the first two that I did, I blew both of my I wasted all my ink by not doing layers. But I think, I was using a Crayola hand for a very expensive marker, and that wasn't a very good idea. But it's cool. Like I said, I think in one episode I said I wasn't really gonna buy no more, and that might still be true. But who knows till then? I say that, and I'm gonna mess around and have another pack by next month. But yeah, the thing here is this is really for me helpful for technique, doing challenges like these and just shit like that. If anything, yep, gave it the blend that I needed. Yeah, working on layers, making it look like something. Sketch number one. So social media, I gotta stay my butt off Facebook. I'm still a Facebook reel. I do the reels, and um, sometimes I just get lost. Sometimes it's a lot of good information. Sometimes it's just bullshit. And sometimes for me, it's like a real high-key humanizing experience to see people doing some of the same shit. I know y'all see me a lot of time on here doing my perspective drawings, and every time I think about perspective drawings, I just think back to school. Pretty dope little concept because I always remember more than I think I do. So I'm still grateful I went to school, but I'm still mad I gotta pay so much money. But life of an art student, right? So in this sketch, I'm doing kind of like a theater hall. You get the best echoes in a daggone theater hall. Let's see if I can get the stage and the curtains right off in here. And this shit, like, stuff I told y'all I was gonna stop cussing too, or slow down. But this stuff right here is just like, now I get to design a theater. It's fun. It kind of reminds me at the end of The Simpsons. You remember when they got them people at the in the theater and somebody's like shh, and then they start the music. Let's see here. Curtains here. The point of it, like the tunes, especially like when it comes to me drawing cartoons, light, quick, and just making sure you understand the form of what it is that you're sketching. And then when you go over with your pens, it makes it a lot easier to see. And then those layers, they really start standing out once you hit it with your markers or whatever it is that you. I think I'm gonna do this one in all pen. I think it'll add a nice little touch. Let's see what we can do here. Let's see, do I want to add? Yes, I do want to add a balcony. Yeah, music halls always remind me of echoey. Did I have the wrong amount of? I did. So here, excuse me. I was gonna play a little music tonight because we did that joint at Q's house right before he moved last weekend, and it was kind of vibey. See, that phone charger did never end up working. Dadgummit. And I'll put on some for a little bit. I only got a little bit of battery left. We're gonna go with something easy going. Y'all may not be able to hear it, but I'm gonna hear it, and it's probably gonna ease my mind pretty good. Alright, anyways. Let me see. So, but yeah, Facebook is also going to be like a real usable tool if I do it correctly. I want to speak loudly about really wanting to get this stuff in order as far as what I'm doing in my time that I'm not focused here. Like, bro, it's hard out here. This has not been an easy road by no stretch of the word. But I can't, like, bro, I'm not gonna sit up here and tell you that quitting, it's just not in my vocabulary. I might burn out. If it's visible burnout, y'all tell me to shut up. But I am 100% like dedicated to my craft. I am also 100% dedicated to my family because my craft, I like to hope to believe for the love of me, is a way for me to show my family what it means to use your gift and put it out into the world, whatever it may be. Find your niche. But let's see. You know what? This is gonna be a big old theater. And I should probably, yeah, before it's too late. It's almost too late. Oh well, put some nice wild in it. This one was a little bit different, and I hope people understand. Like to me, I think that looks like an echo. I think that would remind me of making a sound in there if it's completely empty, and you just coo coo coo. Oh, I didn't know this song was gonna play next. This is my joint. Actually, no. I'll just go ahead and no, I'm gonna just enjoy it. I was gonna make this a song of the week, but it don't really apply to what I got going on here. Look out for the playlist coming soon. Off the Porch playlist, we're gonna do some of that. We're gonna do some more commercial stuff once I get my shit together. I'm not gonna excuse myself for cussing on that one. What? So yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to remember to start using this joint as a tool instead of a means of entertainment or a means of an escape. We all got our faults, but I am not about to sit up here and not apply what I need to. Like, I need to get this shit done, man. At this point, the time that I put in, you can't turn back. I mean, I'll actually let my ego speak on that one. So, but, nah, man. Go ahead and make it a play stage. They get better range anyway. Yeah, I'm looking for more from myself. I thought I was gonna be able to count on my job, but I should have known better. Let's say that. But social media isn't necessarily going to be the saving grace for that either. But maybe in order for me to get more satisfaction, because that is 100% a thing, I deserve satisfaction. Maybe I should do different things, because whether the means justify or not, I could be having a better time doing it. You know? Yeah. Who says something is better than nothing? I'm not gonna sing y'all here anyways. So as far as the brother Gresh side of me, outside of off the porch business, just be looking out for some different stuff. I am looking to set myself down back into the paint booth. I'm gonna try to get into these oils, and I think for the habits that I have as far as trying to blend stuff, how I started with acrylics, I think it'll be nice to put oils in that and let the chemicals and stuff do their work. Because boy, I've seen some pretty work done with oils, and I just can't get that with acrylics. And now I know the difference. I'm self-taught as a painter, so I'm gonna have to get on my YouTube and figure out some techniques. That's another thing as far as a reemergence or really applying. Like, there's a difference between having knowledge and having skill, and skill only gets you so far, and so will knowledge. So your best bet is to combine the two, like any real genius would, and be your best. That's really all I'm out here trying to do, is be my best. I'm enjoying the night. I really am. I feel like the last couple weekends have been so scattered and stuff that I kind of just lost the feel of things. But June Tune is actually helping a lot too. So I got some prompts to kind of go over at y'all, and I'm feeling pretty confident about the work that I've given y'all in comparison to what, like, just the ramble on the sketch goes. So yeah, we riding today. Let's ride. How do I finish that? With something grand on the top. Let's see here. That almost looks like a nimbus cloud. Let's see. Is that really all I just did? Oh Lord. Yeah. But not for real, like, these kind of practices really help add substance to your work. If you haven't participated in anything, if you're looking to try to do some new, look into doing June Tune. Like I said, it helped me out a lot. And this stuff is going to go right back on my Instagram once again. So I'm going to have to start making some reels out of my videos here, which I could have been doing a long time ago. I should have been doing. Ooh, that arch is messed up. But that all goes in with finding that time, getting that stability, getting that discipline. And y'all, I'm just here to tell you, like, if you ever thought that it wasn't possible, I'm gonna be y'all proof in the ladder. As hard as I try, like, y'all can just literally, with whatever I got going on, just walk this path with me. Go through the normal days of being a regular freaking person and trying to crack this code, using what it is that you know, what it is that you love, and what you can, give to the world with the most confidence. I don't know if everybody has a desire like that, but I for damn sure do. And I have to use social media to do it. It's because as much of a passionate person as I am, as much as people know me and know how likable I am on the exterior, even though I don't think so, and I'm actually a pretty grouchy person on the grand scheme of the things. I know how to act, and I do like have a deep appreciation for decency. So yeah, I'm real easy to get along with, but I don't really get along, if that makes sense. But I really do. I gotta start showing up and showing out and reaching out because Lord, um, I think that sounds like a pretty good place for an echo. But I didn't get another prompt. We still got about 25 minutes left to ride. I'm rocking. What's gonna make an echo? Oh, a hole. And you say like, I've done a hole before for a June tune, and the fun thing about shit like that is when you don't want to just make a hole because I mean you don't want to just make a dot and say, oh well, yeah, there's a hole right there. You got to beautify the hole, and because I mean you're doing your shit, and if you post it online, you want it to stand out, and yeah, you ain't just gonna make a you ain't gonna make a dot. So that's the, like I said, thinking outside the box and doing June tune, figuring the shit out. Boom. It makes you want to do more. I'm gonna have to try to. I might just start coming up with my own Sunday prompts and kind of just pushing things through. As you can see, I do like probably sketch a little bit better when I have a actual target. There we go, target. But my sketches don't be trash either. Touch, boop. I can see the difference. Anyways, and see, I think at one point in time I spoke to y'all about the angle at this, which is not terrible at today, but I want to find a different angle, and I'm gonna have to try to find. If y'all see anybody, like if y'all know anybody that does anything like this, tag them for me, and I want to watch them. I'm gonna start doing homework again as far as like podcasts and stuff go, because I want to see how they do it. I'm sure like if I put my tee up right, I mean my easel upward, it'll be hard for me to reach my camera around to, you know what I mean? I don't want to I don't want this camera over my shoulder yet. I don't know how I feel about that. But I don't know. I have to figure something out. And so, but anyways, for this hole, I'm gonna go with something. It's gonna be a little bit interesting, but it's gonna be at a weird angle, right? I'm going for like the hole from, y'all remember Alien versus Predator? When they was about to go down into them temples, and they had to go down that cylinder. That's what I'm thinking of when I'm thinking about a hole in this matter. So I'm trying to find something that's like, I'm going to design it like it's dug into the earth. And so let's see. What angle did I start with here? I started here. That's where the hole would be, but if I drew it out here, you wouldn't be able to see said hole. Unless, let me check my perspective. I was just drawing. Yep. See, it's all about angles. That's what Mick Jenkins said. So basically, like, it's your ground. Like I said, to add substance to this shit, and you make sure you're just not putting a black hole, you gotta think of, okay, so if this is a hole in the ground, where's the viewpoint? You're looking straight, like, toward the ground. How big is this hole? Now it's starting to look kind of like a well because your face is, only looking at something that's yay big. I'd have to put other things outside in the world in order to make this hole look smaller. But that's okay, because now we're going with the ring. Ooh, that's kind of funky. I don't know about y'all, but I enjoy drawing horror, and I never really thought that I would, but I do. I don't like horror movies really, but like drawing gruesome shit sometimes, or things that remind you of something that is unsettling. I like doing uncomfortable shit. I really do. Sorry, grand lady. Sorry, old lady. This one's not for you. Yo, I had a cousin comment on one of my pictures one time. I did a Janet Jackson joint, the one like from the '90s that ain't gonna work. And it had the man with with his hands over her breast, and she was like, "Ooh, that can't be in no Christian's household." And I kind of wanted to talk shit, but I don't be online with my family like that, cause yeah, I be seeing them a lot. But yeah, it wasn't uncomfortable for me, but I'd be like, man, me and my OG got a good relationship, if you ask me. I ain't worried about too much else. But it don't matter. That's another thing about social media. When you're a likable person, you want to be, well, when I was younger, I'd say, especially, like, I wanted to share bullshit. Oh, my bad. Hang on. Felt myself kind of screaming over my music, but I wanted to share bullshit and funny shit. I still enjoy sharing dumb, funny shit, but I'm glad it moved to the messenger now. No, my DMs are not open, but those who know truly know. But regardless, I don't always want people just in that part of my business, man. Especially if you're gonna say something about it, you know what I mean? I see uncomfortable shit. I got girl cousins, dog. Like, I be seeing the shit that I don't, as a boy cousin, want to see. Nothing too crazy, but enough, like this shit. But I ain't about to be like, oh, you need to cover up, or, oh, no. I do not be on that shit. And so, as the person I am in real life, I have a hard time projecting that on social media and expecting it to come to anybody as anything that would be lucrative to, anything that would be, I guess, important. You can say it's low confidence. That's what that is. You know what I mean? But whatever. I'm working on it. You can say I'm doing this. I'm clearly confident enough to risk showing enough people my creative process and talk shit to y'all, so social media is weird, man. Let's think of a song of the week. Echo. No, I was about to do that to y'all. I wouldn't do that. I was about to say Gorilla's old Echo, but I'm not gonna do that to y'all. Let's see. Let's think of a song. That's too blue. What percent is that? What kind of song can we do? Where is echo? What kind of songs provide a good echo? I'm not doing Gorilla Zone's echo. Let's see. I'm not gonna try to apply that. That's too deep. As far as coming up with a song with echo in it, and we'll come up with something. What's the vibe for the day as far as picking a song? What y'all think? I mean, how are folks feeling? Ain't nobody in the chat? Ain't nobody in this chat? Y'all better come alive in here. Anyways, try to figure out what the thing does. And I was supposed to put the notification out on Facebook, and I didn't. That's on me. Let's see. You know what? Just because I like to have fun. What is this? What is this? Damn right I want to do that. I need one more prompt for echo and a song for y'all. We got what? 13 minutes. That ain't bad. That ain't bad at all. Let's see. What else is gonna make an echo sound? Honestly, y'all, I really think I could vibe this out with some music. I like what I got going on, so I'm gonna double this back and see if you can hear it. I might do like a little layover playlist. I know it went pretty silent on y'all, but I was trying to think of a few things at one time. One more echo. Megaphone's too basic. Still at it, don't worry. bathtub. I'm gonna just put the playlist on shuffle real quick and give y'all a song so I can get back to talking to y'all. My bad. Matter of fact, I'll give y'all from the Midnight Circuit playlist I created, and I'm gonna share with y'all on this here. Ooh. Let's do Robots by Earth Gang. Wait, no, I feel like I've given y'all that one already. Well, if I have, play it again. Let me finish up this shower and we'll get out of here with y'all. So, in the grand scheme of things for this episode, look out for a new Instagram. My brother's about to be out for I ain't gonna be out for a while, but I am gonna be practicing some different kind of steps as far as personal development, personal growth. It's like, for real, one of the main reasons. Like, I don't know, like, I think sometimes I kind of depend on shit for growth instead of what I already got. And that's a dangerous game. Dangerous game. But I ain't perfect, and I figured out should see if I can do a hole in the wall real quick. Yes, I can. There it is. I'll put a little bar so. But I gotta start putting shit out there, man, in a more consistent way. And the main reason why, bro, like, I feel like if I continue to do it, if I continue to want to execute on these ideas and concepts and stuff and share with the world, be a contribution, then I need to make sure that I keep doing what I'm doing. Make sure that that's the thing, you know. Sometimes the world be complicated though, man. Shoot. Most of the time it do. No more hiding though. I know one of my songs on here was Show Yourself by Nipsey. You know, I'll let that apply. I got it. You just, I don't know. If y'all don't understand echo in the bathroom, then go away. Cause when I sing in the shower, yeah. I'm looking to get pyrotechnics installed. Just saying. Ooh, see what I started doing already? The severity of like using perspective when these don't line up, if these aren't in the right angle, your tower's gonna look fucked up. Oh, that was a misstep. Yeah. I'll be going on vacation at the end of this month. So, I just gotta let y'all know I will not be streaming on June 29th. I will be, I think Sunday night we're doing country night. So I'm gonna be two-stepping somewhere in Las Vegas. I can't two-step very well. Emphasis on it very well because I will get out there. But I intend to have a good time. I have been a little bit stressed out as far as trying to make sure every shit's straight. Big part about like taking care of, or just this journey of mine personally is being a provider. And I can't, like, I feel terrible if I went and came back and just like struggling and, you know, provide my loyalty to other shit still, even though we thank God I don't gamble. But you know, just fucked it off. And so I did gamble when I went to Vegas. I didn't gamble very much. Matter of fact, I think it was like 2 or 3 rolls. I was playing roulette. I hit and dipped. I doubled my money and got out. So, yeah, I'm excited though. I've been buying up a lot of shit. Need to stop buying up a lot of shit. Try to get my personal shit, like I said, on lock, and I'm really hoping that, well, the goal is to get this narrowed down and figured out so that I can better communicate what it is that I can and want to provide to people. Make a whole website out of it, you know, all that good jazz. It probably will help me a lot as far as employment opportunities as well, because I am still applying this shit like in my personal life that might help me uh, make some more money. Yeah, you know. And so putting all this shit together is gonna, yeah, just going through them life changes, man. I hope y'all I hope y'all doing the same. I hope y'all feel the same. If not, I don't know. I'm not gonna say lucky you, but you know, sometimes it is nice to not have to worry about it, but I'm not settling nowhere. So until, like I said, I guess I gotta sit down and get it figured out, but so I'm not running around like a chicken with his head cut off. But the satisfaction still ain't there, and I'm gonna have to use social media to help amplify and boost what it is that I'm really doing. But first, I gotta write it down. Y'all know me, man. I might preach it. I be talking to myself in this podcast, as far as like when I be saying shit, and I hope that when I'm saying to myself, y'all can kind of feel and be like, you know what, real right, cause da 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 da, so, you know. And so don't think that I always say I'm not an advisory podcast. This is not advice. This is not training. This is exercise, and this is, you know, when you see people lose weight and you never see them when they went to the gym. This is me in the gym. This is the process. This is me trying to get better. This is me talking it out. and let me settle down and write this shit out, and I'll be with y'all every Sunday. And I made it to an hour. Dang. Thank y'all. We'll see y'all next weekend.